Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and never look back? Would you cry if you saw me crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Si pudiera ser tu héroe, si pudiera ser tu Dios, que salvarte de mil veces, puede ser mi salvación.
Hi friends, hello, welcome to the Chris HÉROE podcast. It's a pleasure and they have the guest, a singer that I admire and they have this moment, the opportunity to win the hymn with you, Alejandro Fernandez. Alejandro, how are you? Where are you going?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Alejandro. This is in America, it's morning. In the UK, it's afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's good time. Many people in the world, for the unforgettable performance hero in the X Factor, is event the media, even Enrique Iglesias like it, and I follow in your Twitter. You have conquered the public. It's very, very nice. Alejandro, this is years ago, no? The interpretation in the X Factor, years or 9 years?
It was, I think it was 8 years now. To be honest, you know what, it feels like an absolute lifetime ago now. You know, like so much time has passed, so much has changed. I'm sure so much has changed for you, you know, especially in the past year. So yeah, it's been quite the journey, I'd say, since then.
This is the moment, the opportunity, very, very important in your life. Alejandro, how was your life from that moment?
How's my life from that moment? I don't know how to answer that. I mean, it's been interesting, you know. The whole experience kind of opened up so many different doors and opportunities, which, you know, otherwise I might not have been exposed to. And, you know, like, for example, I worked with a few friends a few years back off the X Factor. And we were in a band together, and, you know, we had all the fun that kind of comes around doing that. We toured around the UK. The band was called Recall. We released a song, but, you know, after that, I really wanted to focus on my studies, because that was kind of around the time that I was also studying. So I did really want that stability in my life. So I had that dream as well of being a musician, and, you know, I think a lot of people do have that dream when they're younger, but what I knew was important to me was to also have that stability. So I wanted to go to university, I wanted to have a degree behind me as well, and then afterwards, which is where I am now, hopefully I'd have that opportunity where I'd be able to make the decision to carry on with music if I wanted to.
It's very important, Alejandro. How was is afterwards? How do you focus your life with music in this moment? What in the I know the music is part of your life, and I don't know in this moment how do you do done music? I don't know. Tell me.
Well, I think, you know, what's happening right now has kind of opened up so many people's eyes as to kind of how the internet can kind of expose you to an insane amount of people, you know? So all you need to really do is get yourself a relatively good camera, a relatively good microphone, and all the stuff that kind of comes along with that. Some good lighting, which is not what I have right now. My little ring light broke, unfortunately. But no. So you just need to, record some music, write some songs, put them on there, put them on your different platforms, like, different social medias and stuff. And then you can reach so many different people. So that's the kind of where I think I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm gonna start from build myself back up as something completely different. Just kind of take it more chill, and then kind of do that alongside working as well, because I kind of want to do something which is sustainable. I don't want to kind of pigeonhole myself into kind of one thing. And as I said, I do want that stability.
Oh, Alejandro, your name, Alejandro Fernandez, is very interesting because your family from Spain and UK. Do you know? You speak Spanish? Are you had the UK and Spain is very present? How do you adapt the two cultures into UK and Spain?
Well, I don't know. I think everyone's experiences of similar things are quite different. My mother, for one, would never ever let me grow up and not be able to speak Spanish. Well, maybe I'm lacking a little bit at the moment. It takes me a few days to get back into it, because I don't speak Spanish at home. I should, but I just don't. So yeah, no, I think that's something that I definitely need to practice. But no, how would I combine them? I don't know. I guess just having people from both cultures, my dad and my mom, having a very strong influences in my life, and also my stepdad, he's Scottish, so there's a lot of different influences going on, and a lot of different foods, which is also very good. My mom is a very good chef, and so is my dad, and so is Grant. So that's good for me, But yeah, it's been good. I can say that I'm proud to have both heritage.
You have traveled to Spain now. In this moment, another years you travel to Spain and you stay here. I don't know. You have friends here in Spain from UK.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I used to visit Sevilla, which is where all my family are from. And
Sevilla, very nice, Sevilla.
Yeah, Sevilla. It's it's beautiful. So it's quite funny. People say that actually, if I have when I do speak Spanish, I have a very strong kind of southern Andalusian accent, which is quite weird for some people. I think for someone to go from very British to a very southern Spain, but I used to visit 2 or 3 times a year when I was younger. I used to go over Easter, and then I used to also go over Christmas. And what the best thing was is that I personally always thought the Spanish Christmas was better, because it was longer. You had like 2 weeks of like different festivals and seeing your family and all that kind of stuff. But in England, it's over in 2 days, so it's that's sad. But it's nice because I can kind of experience that and then come back home as well.
I imagine you understand in Spanish, but how much do you speak Spanish, Alejandro?
Now, me cuesta un poco, pero es que no hablo español con mi familia, no hablo español en Inglaterra, entonces cuando quiero hablar español, me cuesta un poco, entonces me cuesta un par de días, 3 días, 4 días para acostumbrar otra vez. I call it changing the chip. So when I'm in Spain for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, I start thinking and dreaming in Spanish. But then when I come back, it all goes back to English. So I wouldn't say I'm fully fluent. I think I need more practice.
Alejandro, you speak Spanish very good. Muy bien, se te entendió perfecto. La verdad, yo sé que lo entiendes, que es una ganancia, pero en este aspecto, la verdad es que tu acento British y tu acento español, muy bien adiestrados, la verdad, it's very good. You speak very good Spanish and English. Really, congrats. But
well, so do you. So do you.
No. Alejandro, what difficult moments did you have to overcome in this process of the way to dedicate yourself to this? Do you still continue with the music as your priority in your future?
So I'll answer your second question first. So is it my priority? I wouldn't say it is at the moment. If I'm being completely honest, at the moment, I think what's going on right now has kind of really confirmed my worries, you know. So had I kind of gone full in with music, you know, the industry has been really incredibly affected, you know, in a negative way because of COVID, you know, and it's going to take a while to regenerate and kind of get back to where it really, you know, was before. So I'm glad that I had a backup. So to answer your question, is it my priority right now? No, but I am, you know, I bought a new studio mic. You know, I bought a my new strings for my guitar, new picks. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting there. I'm kind of, and that's, so, you know, I think just give it time, you know, and I'm quite busy with work. So I think just give it time.
The point here's important. What happened? This is when you finish the show, the X Factor. In this moment, what is the sensation in the industry music? What did you think? What happened after the X Factor? What did you feel in this moment after and now?
I don't think anyone can kind of anyone can prepare you for it. It was very surreal, I'd say, to start with. I think as well because it also happened when I was so young. I was 17, I think, and you know, when I think of a 17-year-old as a 24-year-old, you know, I think of as like a small child, you know. So no offense to any 17-year-old.
You start very young. You start very young in this moment. Alejandro is another person now, but this is process. I don't know. You have the euphoria. You have enjoyed the moment, and you know, no, the famous. Yeah. Yes, it's very, very, very good. But how is Alejandro current life?
It's good, you know. I've just got, you know, an incredibly good job. It's a job which I've been working towards for, you know, a couple of years now. There was a time where, you know, I was worried it wouldn't go through because of COVID, and obviously everyone, you know, that's massively impacted, you know, millions of people, particularly around work. So yeah, it was worrying for a while, but you know, now I'm a month into the job. I've met loads of amazing people. It's been really amazing. It's been a challenge. It's been I'm excited. You know, it's the first time in a very long time where I felt optimistic, excited, you know, like there's, you know, I can work towards something. and I'm not sure what it's like for you, but in the UK, COVID was pretty bad, and it's now we can finally, hopefully, see potentially the end of it. I'm not going to jinx it or anything like that. So yeah, I'm feeling happy. How about you? How are you feeling?
Alejandro, well, I'm feeling good, but in this moment, what is the only thing you like to do, favorite hobby, for this, ahora sí, pasatiempo favorito, que más disfrutes, you enjoy in this moment?
Oh, that's such a hard question. As in, like, my favorite, as in, if I'm bored, I will go to do this, or if it's like, okay, I don't know. I guess find a way, some way to kind of to better yourself. You know, it doesn't need to be something huge. I think it needs to be something that's achievable, something that's targeted and focused, and because I think it's really important to remember the little things, you know, and I think it's that kind of collection of little things that get you through every day and kind of drive you forward. So yeah, I think to answer your question, it would be to find a way to in bettering myself.
Nice, Alejandro. I think you have I love the talent. Really, this moment in my life is very important because uh, another years when I was very very young, I see the video. I watched the presentation. I don't know. Is this moment? I think what happened. O sea, what is the ¿cómo se puede decir en inglés? El valor que debe tener una persona para enfrentarse públicamente y presentarse en público a a todas las personas. I feel in this moment, wow, this is voice is very very brave. I don't know. In this moment, if the presentation to me, I don't know, I cry or I forget the leather song. I don't know because you have the brave in this moment. You have the brave now because I don't know. Your life is very important for me or interesting for the public because tú demuestras lo que es el antes y el después cuando sientes esa euforia y ahora tu vida encamina a otra cosa. Entonces, yo lo que quiero preguntarte, I don't know, en este momento, si pudieras, if I could turn back time, what would you change?
Okay, what would I change? So looking looking back now and on the whole thing, and I think what I would change would be being more myself, and kind of being stricter with what I wanted to sing, with what I wanted to kind of the kind of style that I wanted to do, because you know a lot of it when you go into that can be controlled and not in a bad way, but like in a way that will help you, you know, but like maybe it's not kind of what you're passionate about. It's what someone thinks would the majority would be passionate about, you know, but you know that's not why you do music. You know, you do music because you want to share yourself and share something about you. So yeah, I think to answer your question, what I would change would be to stay truer to myself, I'd say.
Yes, Alejandro, I concur for you. I imagine you have difficult moments as you got overthink because this is life. We all have lows. What did you superar estos malos ratos? ¿Cómo le haces tú para decir, sabes qué? Paso de esta, me voy a mejorarme. ¿Cómo le haces para superar las malas, ahora sí que actos de la vida para, para seguir adelante? Porque no es fácil estar abajo, luego arriba, abajo, arriba. You know, what happens in you because you have this life, this moment, very sad, troubled. I don't know.
Well, you know, as I said before, you need to really appreciate the little things, you know, because every little thing, and all the small accomplishments, you know. So, like, for example, one thing that I always say and I would always stand by is make your bed in the morning. You know, that's the first kind of achievement, and then realize that's an accomplishment, you know. And then all of these small little accomplishments and appreciating them will kind of pick you back up again, you know. So and I did. It was hard, you know, because there was a time, you know, where the music was, you know, it was happening more, and you know, in these things, you know, you can be up here for a second, and then the next second you can be here, and then up here again, and then, you know, a lot of people will say things that won't necessarily follow through. So, and then, but you need to make sure that you don't lose kind of hope. You know, like a lot of people will say, oh, there's no point in hoping for things anymore because, you know, even if you do it, so if, for example, if you go to an audition, you know, you audition 10 or 20 times, you know, you need to hold that kind of hope that you're going to get it every single time. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to show through, you know. So you know, I think it's having confidence, or trying at least to have confidence in yourself, which is so hard, you know. Sometimes it's so hard, especially when so many people can see what you're doing, and you know, it can be so cringe if you get it wrong. So yeah, that's what I'd say. I'd say by trying to have confidence in yourself and staying true to kind of what you believe in.
Alejandro, I remember that your number one fans were your grandparents in the audition. It's very, very how cute. I imagine they is a great strength in your life because the person you form now, se los debes a ellos porque fueron tu pilar, tu apoyo en todo, y la verdad es que eso para mí demuestra que tú eres una buena persona, you good person, very, very good. Y puedo sentir en ti esa vibra, decir, Alejandro tiene ese ángel, como dice, o sea, para caerle bien a todo el mundo. I don't know, in this moment you try, I don't know, you and be actor, another thing in the espectáculos. Yo creo que tú serías la bomba. No nada más en UK, en Spain, aquí en América también. Because you have a lot important para hacer esto. O sea, really is emotional. What do you think? ¿Alguna vez has pensado dedicarte a la fama, no a cantar? Because an actor, presentador, TV, I don't know, radio. What do you think?
I would say, you know, I would consider it, I would say, you know, especially, you know, because right now, another passion of mine is climate change and sustainability, and kind of bringing awareness around that. So, you know, any kind of opportunity to maybe increase my platform, or the platform in which I can communicate those ideas would be great. Yeah, so I would definitely consider that. But yeah, so to answer your question, yes would be the answer.
Alejandro, one question. You are still fan of Enrique Iglesias now? Or ya pasó? You like another music? I don't know. Tell me.
I mean, who can't be a fan of him? Why not? I don't listen to him every day. I mean, I'm sure he's on my Spotify playlist somewhere. But who do I listen to now? I rely quite heavily on Spotify, on particularly Discover Weekly. So I don't. Something which has changed actually since when I was on X Factor is that I kind of back then I liked quite a lot of the current music and the songs in the charts and stuff. But now I like finding artists who haven't been discovered yet and who have these absolutely insane voices, and who just haven't been found yet. And I just can't believe that they haven't been, because there's just so many on Spotify. So yeah, I think to answer your question, it's not any kind of genre of music. I think it's just finding those little gems in kind of every genre that, because there's amazing stuff out there, and Spotify and SoundCloud and Apple Music have kind of given artists, a great platform, but so many of them can kind of be drowned out by all the marketing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's important to kind of listen to the little guys as well, I guess.
Alejandro, you have the power phrase, I don't know, esa frase que siempre te repites a ti mismo. What is your power phrase?
That's another hard question, because it depends on what's going on, my power phrase. Or
your favorite song. Or your favorite song. What is it?
That's an even harder question. I think the mantra question is easier to answer than that. I would say it is very, as I said, it's very dependent on what's going on. But I think something which I do say to myself more often than not, actually, okay, I know what it is that no one cares, So for example, if you do something which you think is silly, or you think someone's going to think that think something about you for doing, I don't know, for example, you said something in a Zoom meeting that you thought was really cringe or really awkward, the odds are absolutely everyone in that room is going to forget about it in 5 minutes, So I think, so don't be too hard on yourself, because at the end of the day, no one cares enough to remember the small little things that you get worried about, So I think it's that,
Nice, Alejandro. It's very interesting. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Alejandro, for everything you contributed that years. I really believe that you are a very talented person. And many people will be proud just to pass that you write and never forget who are you, because you don't stop being important at any time. And if you debut, the people who love you will be there to believe again. Yeah, I understand. Because lo diré en español porque creo que me entiendes. Me siento muy feliz en este momento porque hoy estamos aquí hablando sobre lo que pasa después de X Factor, lo que pasó con Alejandro, y estoy muy feliz porque de la persona que veo ahorita, Alejandro, es una persona que no ha cambiado, solamente hemos crecido un poco, ya no somos tan jóvenes, pero seguimos teniendo ese brillo por dentro, y tú lo tienes ahí, y la verdad quiero que lo que te propongas o hagas, si lo hiciste a los 17 años y lo piensas hacer ahorita, creo que va a ser mucho mejor. Entonces, tú dale con todo. You are a person brave, a talent. You have the lot the need for triunfar, para hacer lo que quieras. Y te agradezco este espacio. Yo sé que estás muy ocupado y nos diste este tiempo para estar aquí un rato con nosotros, con nuestro público hispano, porque esta entrevista se va a subtitular para que la gente que no pueda comprender el inglés perfecto, yo sé que tú lo entiendes y a lo mejor no lo hablas tan bien, pero te agradezco mucho esa parte, que la verdad es que esto me hace ahora sí que expresar más mi sentimiento de ahora sí que de entusiasmo contigo, y la verdad es que te agradezco eternamente. Me gustaría que nos despidiéramos en la audiencia como tú quieras, de toda la gente que nos escucha, y sobre todo, ¿qué consejo tú darías a todas las personas que, que no se atreven a hacer lo que tú te atreviste a hacer hace muchos años? Porque qué valor, ¿no? En ese momento, recuerdo que se veía la cara de Nicole and Sharon get excited because in this moment you sing in Spanish, y the public, wow, it's excited moment. This
Qué
is very good.
gracioso.
It's very magic.
Recuerda ese momento.
Es súper genial. Entonces, tú puedes decirnos si te quieres despedir en inglés o en español. A mí da igual. Yo sé que se va a entender, si no, se va a subtitular acá abajo.
I'm sorry if I spoke quickly as well. You know, like if you need help with the subtitles, let me know. You know.
No, bueno. Really, entonces, Alejandro, thank you very much for this moment. I don't know.
Thank you.
What did you think about the old person and what dream in, I don't know, in trying big actor, try another thing? What did you advise you in this moment?
I would advise they may be thinking that there's millions and millions of other people around the world who want to achieve the same thing that they do. And they may feel like they are never going to achieve it because they're not good enough. They may feel they aren't that one, I guess, you know. And I think I felt all of those things, you know. I didn't even think I'd get through the first round, you know, and these are the rounds before you actually do the judges, you know. I didn't even think I'd get through any of those. And then I think, you know, after each round, you think, oh, okay, you know, maybe someone sees something in me. So I think it's really important that people remember that people will see something in you, you know, like even if a lot of the time, even if you can't see it in yourself, you know, as long as you have the confidence to just try it anyway, you know, like who cares what people say about you, and who cares what, you know, if they bully you for it, or if they disagree with it, you know. At least you're doing something which, you know, is important for you and is important to you. So, and I think that is the most important thing. And essentially that is the thing which is going to make people successful, you know, the ability to keep going in the face of adversity. So yeah, that's what I would advise.
Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you very much. I hope to see you sing again, even if it's fun. But I hope seeing you because I don't know. I remember you last video in YouTube is another 2 years ago or
Oh my
three
god,
years.
it was like
Yeah, and
so long ago.
this is a cover the Dua Lipa. I sing
Yeah, and even that was just in the studio messing around with some friends. So yeah, no, I need to do something. But you know, as I said, I bought this studio mic, which I'm really excited about. To be honest, I should have had it here. I could have showed it off now. But no, I think, you know, I've got the new strings, I've got the new pick, and my new mic. So you will hear from me.
Yes, well, I hope very soon. I watch a new video de Alejandro Fernandez. I don't know, hazlo por diversión, por, por conectar con tu cantante por dentro y que la gente seguramente lo va a disfrutar tanto como lo disfrutamos hace muchos años. Volverte a escuchar otra vez va a ser un privilegio. Y tú dale, no importa. Estamos en la época donde TikTok, Reels, I don't know, you have a lot tools, but you find, I don't know, entertainment in another moment. Okay, Alejandro, thank you very much. This is a finish the podcast. Alejandro, ¿te gustaría despedirte en inglés diciendo adiós para acabar con esta entrevista?
Thank you so much for everything, man. Like it's been awesome. You know, it's been amazing getting to know you. You've been amazing. You've been very accommodating. And yeah, so sorry for being late. You know, as I said, the clocks went back and everything has been screwed today. So yeah, apologies for that. But yeah, no, thank you.
Gracias, Alejandro. Y recuerda, aquí en el otro lado del mundo, en América, el podcast de Chris NB es tu casa. Lo que necesites, cuando quieras volver a expresar lo que tú quieras, ya sea en inglés, en español, don't worry. Aquí, in this moment, the podcast is Spanglish, two languages, but this is interesting.
I'll practice. I'll practice and I'll come back to you. Yeah. Maybe we could practice. Maybe that's how we should do it.
Nice. It's como classroom with Alejandro Fernandez. You learn Spanish and English because
yeah, we'll do that.
Very funny. Okay, entonces lo que necesites, lo que you need to do with me is lo tienes aquí conmigo, lo verdad, tienes el apoyo, ese PDF flash que te puedo ayudar.
No sé God. That was great. I loved that.
Thank you.
You need to teach me how to do that. That was amazing.
Thank you, Alejandro. Bueno, aquí estoy lo que quieras. Aquí en América te esperamos, ya sea Miami o México. Aquí pues se habla español, casi en toda América, menos en Estados Unidos y Canadá. Pero es lo divertido, ¿no? Que podemos jugar con los dos idiomas y, I don't know, o sea, quizás me atreva al francés, French, pero aún no estoy preparado para el público francés. Pero con el británico me llevo muy bien.
Awesome, love it. Thank you, my friend.
Ok, Alejandro. Amigos, esto fue el podcast de Chris NB. Tuvimos aquí a Alejandro Fernández desde Reino Unido. Le agradecemos mucho su tiempo y no se pierdan otro episodio más aquí con storytelling, con los artistas, porque la verdad aquí todos brillan. Nos vemos en un próximo episodio. Chao.